The second opinion is the complete opposite of the first opinion. This group of scholars, they say student loans are completely permissible. So this is the opinion of Sheikh Hatim al-Haddad and the European Council for Fatwa and Research. Let's look at the reasons. Now, the reason these scholars give is just because the word loan and interest are used doesn't mean this is the typical loan which is defined by the Sharia. So they say you have to understand what kind of loan this is in comparison to the loan the Sharia defines. So first of all, Shari'i loan is where you actually have ownership. In this case, when the tuition fees is paid, the student has no ownership of the loan. The students can also get maintenance loan over which they do have ownership. So then they give some more details to say why this is not Shari'i loan. So for example, in the Sharia, when the loan is given to you, you have to pay back whoever you borrowed from, no matter what happens, unless that person just forgives you themselves. So even after your death, that loan is actually paid through your estate. But in this case, for students, if the student dies, there's no loan, you don't pay them back. If the student becomes permanently disabled, you don't pay them back. If the student has an income which is lower than the threshold, which is 25k or something, I'm not too sure. If it's lower than the threshold, you do not pay the government anything. And you only pay the government through your income and not your total wealth. So let's say you haven't got a job, but you've inherited a lot of wealth, and that wealth might be in millions, but you still don't have to pay the government until you start working and you've met the certain threshold. And also there's a time limit, like 30 or 40 years. And if within that time limit, you've just never had an income which gets to the minimum threshold, you don't pay them back. So these scholars say that the government has already given all of these conditions which can basically cancel your debt payment. And this is not the kind of debt defined by the Sharia. So this is not a traditional riba-based debt which normally you get from the conventional banks. This is more likely considered to be an investment by the government into the students, and the aim of the government is not actually to profit from the students, it's actually to make education accessible to them. The